Hello and welcome to your final critiques. Final both in the sense that it is the final and that it's the last one you'll probably get from me. Unless you take one of my other classes. So, yeah. Maybe not the final? Off to a strange start already. Okay. Well, today we are going to be looking at Tina's work, at Penny's work, at Shannon's work, and at Cassie's work. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So what I thought I'd do is, or I guess I should say what I have been doing, is just going through and sort of looking at everyone's stuff, and then kind of going back through and pointing out things that I thought were especially successful, and yeah. So right off the bat, Tina, this is definitely some of your best work. I thought that there was a ton of good stuff. And after reading your artist statement, I felt pretty excited to see this because I thought, I really wanted to see what you could do with a subject matter that you clearly care a lot about. And the answer is that you did some really pretty awesome work. So I'm just going to start here and go down, just look at her contact sheet. I thought a lot of this was great. Some of the details, the lighting is pretty consistently good here. See, I'm already breaking my own rule. I said I was going to go through and then come back and talk about it. But some pretty cool stuff. This is really nice. Really like that reflection. And I thought that there was also some nice portraits in here. So let's take a look. I can zoom out a little bit here so we can do full screen on all of these. Bring you one more. Yeah, nice. Okay. So sorry, I'm gonna go through, look at them, and then talk about the most successful ones here. Zoom out just one more. There we go. Okay. Again, I'd like to be able to see the whole image all at once. So, oh, hey, there we go. Very interesting. So I'd just say overall, I definitely understand why you did all the effects to them because that was part of the assignment, but I actually think I like them. I mostly like them as the kind of untouched versions better. There's a few of them, like this is definitely a pretty interesting textured effect and pretty well accomplished. But yeah, I gotta say stuff like this that I really actually kind of liked the original versions better. But as previously stated, you did have to do the stuff, and some of them look good. Like I like this portrait of him. I think the black and white is really, it fits well with him because he looks like kind of a classy guy. You know, sort of. You feel like the black and white sort of goes with what I perceive it to be his personality through the photo. But that looked pretty good. I do also like this kind of green tint here. For whatever reason, it just feels like it really fits. But like a lot of these, like this is just such a great image that I kind of just want to be like I just like it as shot. So, yeah. So that's pretty good when, just shooting them and not having to do anything with them makes a perfectly great image. But yeah, nice work, Tina. I would say, in terms of the most successful, see, this looks good even in the regular version too. Like in black and white or in color, I guess is what I'm saying. Like I like this a lot. But I think maybe I also like these pews quite a bit. I'm gonna say maybe that I do think that this is the most successful, just in that version of it. But yeah, nice work. I definitely, I think that you should do more of this. Oh, and I did like this Bible as well. I thought that that was both well photographed and sort of like the kind of overall lighting and everything fit sort of the mood that you were going for here, I think. So, anyway, yeah, I would say do more of this. I mean, obviously, unless you email it to me, I'm not going to see it, but I think that just for you, this could be a really good series of images to continue. Alright, nice work, Tina. And up next, we're going to go to Penny's work. I was looking through this and I wasn't quite sure what was going on for the first few images. I was like, okay. Sorry. I was like, okay, you got these fellas here, right? Some kind of Western looking guys. Oh, excuse me. I'm always yawning in these videos. I'm sorry. I don't want you guys to think that I'm yawning in regards to your work. I definitely just never get enough sleep. So I like this. I felt like this was a lot of fun with the kind of the, looks like it could be the three generations, I don't know. But the kind of the old West look. I was enjoying that. And then this kind of started to clue me. I'm like, okay, wait. So maybe they're having a wedding. I also did like this. Again, fits with the theme. I'm sorry. I'm already breaking my own rule again, which is let's go through and look at them all, and then we'll come back. There we go. Okay. Oh, oh, I almost missed the last one. Alright, so the most successful of these, I think, are the ones where you kind of captured their personality, and that's balanced with sort of just make a good image. Say that this is a good example. I think you got a nice moment of her right here. You know, real genuine smile, clearly very happy. I like this one a lot too. Partly the expression on his face. You got the gun here. I don't know. I just was kind of amused by this entire scene. Oh, sorry. Goodness, I can't stop yawning. Is this like a recently taken thing? Because it does not look this nice here. I feel like this is overall a pretty good use of flash to kind of open this up. It's tough. This is the one thing you gotta look out for with you know, shooting flash. Excuse me. With verticals, is you do get these sort of odd shadows like that. But I think that's a pretty small thing considering how overall well lit this is. That's something that could very easily have gotten, to look that would have ended up just underexposed. You know, you just wouldn't have gotten enough light. Yeah, I know. I mean, maybe a diffuser or something to slightly soften that, but it's tough. I mean, with shooting with your flash on your camera, with verticals, you're always gonna kind of get this. Oh, the other thing that you can do, I don't know why didn't just tell you what I usually do in these situations. Just get a sync cord. You know, just a cord that goes, it plugs into your hot shoe on the top of your camera, and then, you know, it just looks like a cord, like an old phone cord. It's like one of those curly cords, and then it plugs into the bottom of your flash, and that way, so like when I shoot a wedding or something, I always usually have, you know, my camera in one hand and my flash off of the camera and in the other hand, and that way, you know, with this you could simply take that flash and set it on top of the camera, you know, even though you're shooting vertically. Yeah, and you would get, I mean, obviously you'd eliminate sort of this thing, You know, you can also sort of control it too. Like if you want to get a little bit more like side light, you can sort of hold it to the side and kind of bounce it in. Or yeah, anyway, I digress. Sorry. But yeah, it's such a small thing. I don't even know why I'm spending so much time talking about it. But you know, just a little pro tip for you. This is kind of nice too. That's a really nice moment. They just have, you know, this is really nice. The expressions on their face are really good. Really, in a lot of these too, you have pretty nice depth of field. Like, you know, there's still some, like in this, so you get some context, but also it's shallow enough that nothing is distracting here. Oh, sorry guys. Also very nice, again, for the same reason. Expressions are nice. I think it's even pretty well lit. You know, you have some kind of slightly mixed lighting between the flash and, you know, some sort of side lighting coming in, but it all mixes pretty well. Very nice. And yeah, I feel like this is also nice just because they're just have really nice expressions. Now I actually wanted to, let's see, pop this down because I thought, I'm sorry, I actually thought that these, I would have liked to see more of this. I thought that both of these were really pretty successful, and it fits really well, right? I mean, they both, you know, they sort of, the black and white I think goes with the subject matter, and the slight sort of, I guess, like sepia tone here really goes with, you know, with the content of the image really well. So yeah, nice. All right. So thank you, Penny. Next up, we're gonna look at Shannon's work, taking sort of a portrait of her hometown, if I remember correctly. And I thought that these all turned out really pretty good. Very nice. Sorry, can I go through? We'll look at them and go back. Okay. So, well, I gotta say, I do really like that. And that's really cool. Okay. Alright, so I would say a little bit of the same thing I said with Tina's work. I think a lot of the strongest ones here are ones like this, where they're not, where it's a lot about just, you know, the straightforward image is what really makes this nice. Like, I love all the texture. It's really pretty well composed and well lit. And so I guess I like this as an element. I think that's pretty funny. But I mean, you also could have, I know you were required on this assignment to do it, and I do think it works pretty well. It just, you know, this I think is really cool. Nice use of this sort of textured look with the appropriate sort of background. This is just bizarre. This is kind of like, feel like kind of psychedelic. So I'm looking at this, I'm going to say that's probably solarization. I like that. This I think either this or the first image are probably the most successful in my mind. I think with this kind of subject matter, black and white is a really nice way to go. I do like all the cables. I like the texture of the brick. I just feel like the sort of timeless quality that you get with black and white really kind of fits well here. I like that quite a bit. I would say, yeah, I think either this one or the one that I was just talking about a minute ago. Because again, a lot of texture, you know, sort of, you have the paint, and it feels like you sort of got at something, a little bit of the experience of living in this town, and also just maybe a bit of the history. But yeah, and also they're just really pretty well put together images, pretty well shot, and etc. So that was very nice. Very nice work, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you for your for ending on a high note for this class. And finally, last but not least, oh yes, Cassie's work. Very kind of bizarre in a good way. I feel like there were a few people in this class who took to heart my advice that I really like things that looked weird in a good way. Oh, sorry. Weird in a good way. And yeah, so I felt like Cassie's work definitely had that going for it. Yeah, definitely had the weird in a good way thing going here. Sorry, I'm gonna go. Let's go to the top again. All right. I was trying to figure out what was going on. You put like you put them on some kind of background here. I like this a lot. The background, I feel like it could even be black. I think I might even like it more if it was black, just because it sort of. I'm worried that it might distract focus slightly from your image, and I just think that black is usually a good background. Just make it kind of neutral, but I really like this sort of effect. What you did here with the sort of shaping the photo mosaic kind of thing to the shape of the tree. Felt like that was pretty effective. Background, like I said, black is good, but I mean, it really does. It doesn't distract me. I like that. I like this quite a bit too. I really like the sort of purple. And yeah, I just felt like this was a good way to go with this. Like the purple sky with the kind of, I mean, I guess it's what it looks to be solarized, but yeah, I mean, I guess it is. I don't know. I like it. I dig what's happening with this one. Same thing here. I thought this was really cool. I think maybe it's the complementary colors, the blue with the yellow, that I find was really working well with this, and just the fact that it's like they were kind of playing around a bit with the again with some of the colors, like the fact that this is black and that kind of turned blue. I felt like that was really a pretty cool the thing that you had happening here. I feel like this is pretty successful. I'm not sure what this is, but I like this, and I like sort of the texture that's coming through of the stones, and again the color is pretty good. And yeah, I feel like this. I do also like that. I like something about the idea of this building like being up in a tree. I mean, I know that's a real literal read on the image, but I felt like that was a pretty cool effect overall. So, all right, guys. This is the end. There's no word to post this time because this is it for the class. But I just wanted to say that I thought y'all did some really pretty great work, and yeah, I wish you guys all a ton of success in the future going forward. I think that there is a ton of potential in this group and in this whole class. So someday when you guys are rich and famous photographers, drop me a line and let me know that that you had success, and I will be happy for you. All right. Well, thanks, guys.